45 blocks last year. Clark for three.
Defend and stop other players from other teams from scoring.
Well, last year Indiana was 10th in pace. Christy Sides telling us Clark rattles her second three. Six. Here it is again, Cheryl.
I mean, she's just so crafty.
That's what Krista Gerlich told me about you at Texas Tech. They wanted the offensive foul. Not going to get it. Assists per game. Best assist to turnover ratio in her career last season. Clark gets away with a little push. Fall away, buries it.
That was a pretty good team.
That was pretty.
What made that team so good, you two? Outside Clark again.
Clark off the screen, finds some space, and there's a three. Been ice cold since that first quarter. Clark way outside. You bets. Here's Clark, a good look from three. She got it. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and hits. Probing, drags out Nelson Adota. Clark will fire, and hit the three. Caitlin Clark knows what to do with a big.
When you got it big, what do? If you're Caitlin Clark, you shoot on him.
Clark with Banham guarding her. Clark gets bumped, will take, and hit from three.
Saw her here, Rachel Banham on her, and Caitlin Clark loves going left, loves the step back. It's like here, I mean.
Clark, step back three, knocks it down. He fell to the aces in 4 games. Clark connects on a dark. An 11-0 run for New York. Clark, she got another.
After review, the foul occurs prior to
all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark connects. Stays here with Indiana. Clark, a deep one. You bet.
2 in the first quarter against Connecticut.
Clark connects on a three. Connecticut an early 9-point lead. Clark a three. It is good. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
13 shooting.
And 12 assists now for Seattle.
Clark answers and
Absolutely blown the roof off.
but playing at UConn, she is used to all of this. Oh, Caitlin Clark, rookie on rookie crime right.
She had a defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. They came for.
Oh my goodness.
Clark has space. She's going to let it fly, and she's going to connect.
On the court. Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlin
Was top 4 scorers at the college level here.
Here is Clark. She will launch and bury it. Now Clark looking to push. Cross-court pass. Pull. Back to Clark. She will launch and bury a three. Just under 8 minutes to play. Clark finds some space and hits a three. No bounds.
Horston's got to come with hands up. You can't let Clark see the wrist side. She comes off a pin down here, wide open. Letting the ball get into the paint. They've got to keep it out.
Clark, step back, hits a three.
other way. First in the league in fast break points.
Clark connects.
And their impact and what it has done and how they are living out their dreams today.
And right on cue.
Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the logo. Drill.
22 years old, the same as her jersey, but those heels were right at the logo.
Clark pulls off that screen, knocks it down. Clark, pull up three. That one is showing up, showing out. Clark.
So the best thing you can do as a defender is not give it to her.
Clark.
Back to back.
Going to be able to see Katie Lou after last night's game, so today really the first time they're seeing her.
Clark. Isolation here for Mitchell. Clark, another one.
Harrington off the markers. Clark steps into a three. 3-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves and rattles one in.
Cheyenne Parker married in the offseason. Clark catch and shoot, hits a three.
Find a body on Reese. Clark gets freed up.
Clark with the basketball. 9 total points in the game. Steps it back from 3. Knocks it down. least in the fourth quarter, an 8-3 rebounding advantage. Clark pulls, fires, hits, 4-3.
Caitlin Clark has let the game come to her today. She hasn't been forcing things.
In the first quarter, the Mystics. Clark way downtown, knocks down a three. Wheeler, Clark launches, hits a three.
Coffee does well every time down the floor. Tries to.
Caitlin Clark asks for the ball, and that's why. Tina Charles just had 2 points against Indy.
And we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace.
Clark outside, and that's good.
Over, here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting. Locked in face.
Locked in face.
Clark a deep three. You bet. And you got Team USA against Team All-Stars. Clark connects. Points 5, rebounds 5, assists herself. Clark a bomb is good. 5-5 game today. Here's Clark, catch, fire, and connect.
At 10. Look at the tie last year's winning record.
Clark from
Turnover, so that's really the difference in the game right now. Clark's leaning in and hitting.
Well, Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, 3-ball in the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points.
12 to break. Here's Clark. Still trying to find her rhythm. A deep pull. Got it.
48 triples coming into the game.
Go. Jumping. And here's what happened a moment ago.
It's just off a little.
Clark launches, nails it. There were steals. And she'll take the first three-pointer and knock it down.
Fever, of course, Caitlin Clark doing a great job reading the screen. Now, she had handed her for the knee injury. And that's the way to push the ball in transition.
Oh, Malcolm James off the play here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a three. 5 run here for the Mystics after the Fever rattle off the first 5. Clark trying to answer, and does.
Had possession.
Clark the switch on to Dolson, steps back and buries it. Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches and hits a three. Points. The Fever looking to erase. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. Hits a three.
Her body and get to her spots, being able to affect that defense.
Clark is coming off the masterful night and Clark stepping back and hits a three.
Caitlin hit it. Fasciitis, but her team is beating Indiana, and that's Caitlin Clark. Clark, a little bit of daylight.